Hello fellow Tarnished, I'm StoneBear13, and I'm going to show you how to get all the collectibles in Limgrave. Before we start, I do just want to mention I will not be showing the location of any death root in this video, as that will be a separate video later on. Now then, starting with golden seeds, Limgrave has 3 out in the open world for you to collect. The first golden seed that we'll talk about is probably the easiest one to find. Starting from the gatefront side of Grace, we'll follow the road up and to the west. Once we're clear of all the enemies and out of the chasm, immediately on our right will be our first golden seed. Our second golden seed is going to be located at Fort Height, just outside the entrance to the fort itself. There is a side of Grace outside the fort, and from there you'll just need to head up the hill and look to your right. The final golden seed available in the open world is by far the most difficult to obtain. It's found inside the Fringe Folk hero's grave, and to get there, we'll start at the stranded graveyard site of Grace. Do note it will take 2 stone sword keys at this imp statue to deactivate the fog wall and give you access to the Fringe Folk hero's grave, as this is a relatively difficult area. Now, while this dungeon can be extremely tricky, there is a method to the madness that can get you through relatively quickly without being damaged. Once you're past the poison floor, you'll quickly see that this in fact is a chariot dungeon. Wait until the chariot reaches up top and turns around, and follow it as it heads back downhill. Run down to the second cubby and hide on the right hand side. Once the chariot passes, you'll run down to the next cubby on your right. Jump down to the next area, anywhere on the left hand side of the enemy that spawns in. Immediately when you land, you're going to want to head down to the end of the corridor. Take a left when you get to the end and start heading down. It's up to you at this point whether you want to use the first or the second cubby to hide in, but I highly recommend hiding and allowing the chariot to get past. When it's safe, head all the way down to the end of the corridor and take a right to find yourself at the boss room. Once defeated, you'll have your third and final golden seed available in Limgrave. I do want to note that it is possible to get 2 more golden seeds in Limgrave if you kill Kenneth Height for one and complete Rodrika's quest for the other. However, these are choices that you have to make, and I don't necessarily consider those open world golden seeds. The next item is the only sacred tear in Limgrave, which is found at the Third Church of Marika. North of that side of Grace, you'll see a statue, and at the base of that statue is your sacred tear. The next items are 5 cracked pots, split between 3 different locations in Limgrave. Starting from the Church of Ella, everyone's favorite merchant Kale has 3 available for purchase. Our next cracked pot will be located at Groveside Cave, which is actually just to the north of the church. Once you've cleared the area of all the wolves, jump down the ledge immediately in front of you when you walked in. Do a quick 180, and there's your 4th cracked pot. The final cracked pot available is sold by a merchant on the east side of Saints Bridge. Once you cross the bridge to the east, at the first set of trees on your right, you're going to want to turn and follow the sound of that sweet music to the 5th cracked pot. And last but not least, the Larval Tear. Starting from McGill Lake south, we're going to want to head east and just up to the cliffside where we see the Soul Wandering Noble. Some of you may have discovered this by accident, but upon killing this noble, he actually transforms into a rune bear. Because honestly, why not, From Software? Why not? Once you best your surprise friend, you'll be rewarded with the Larval Tear. And that's pretty much all there is for Limgrave. I hope that this has been helpful for you, and if it has, please leave a like or a comment. And make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified for more Elden Ring content. Once again, I'm StoneBear13. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.